So the next thing I wanted to show you is the dashboard. So I have a dashboard here. So if you install the dashboard, you'll see here on the tabs where I'm hovering, there is a tab here called dashboard. Okay, so for me, I had already created a few things. So I'll just delete them so that I start afresh. So I want you to create a tab. So create a tab, then click on edit. So I'll call mine home. So this is so the way it works is that maybe you have a room, you have your home. So in your home, you want to maybe have 3 rooms, the bedroom, maybe the sitting room and everything. So this is the tab, so the one that will have the home. So I'll just call it home and then click on update. So you'll see it has written home. Then this home, I want you to click on group. So if you click on group, something will appear just below the home, okay? Click on edit, then maybe this is the kitchen, okay? You can add another tab, another group, maybe for the living room. So you can add as many as you want. Okay. Then click update. So if you're designing your system, that is how you do it, okay? So you identify the places that you want to put your sensors and then you create them, okay? So if you go back to the configuration mode, nodes, the living room and so forth, okay? Then I'll just add another tab, maybe call it garden. And then in garden, I'll add another group. So once you've done that, click on deploy. And then, okay, good. So now I want to add a chart. So you'll see chart, okay? Drag chart and drop it here. Screen, so I'll just add a button here just to make it fancy. So on the chart, double click on the chart. So I need to assign it to the tabs that I created here, okay? So there's the kitchen, bedroom, there's the home. So home, I want it to be maybe kitchen. So make sure it's home kitchen. So this is the one we added, okay? The tab home, then kitchen. So if I come here, kitchen, I have the chart here. So you should be able to see it. The button, maybe let's say I want to add it in the garden, for example. So I'll just click garden group 1, then click add. So if I come here, I'll see there's a button, okay? So if you go back to your dashboard, if you refresh, sorry, I need to redeploy, so deploy first. Then go back to your dashboard. If you refresh, you see your kitchen already has a chart, but it's blank. If you click here, you'll see your garden has a button, but it does nothing, okay? So I can go back here. So I want this chart to display the 10. So I'll connect it to the subscriber here, okay? So once I connect it there, and then I deploy, if I click 10, if I come back to my dashboard, you'll see that it will be able to display. Let me see. Oh, it's not yet connected. So let me wait for it to connect. So it's connected. If I click on this, you'll see that now my dashboard has something, okay? So if I click on it, you'll see that now my dashboard has data. So yours also should have data. And also my debug is showing the 10, okay? So if I change this to 20, done, then I redeploy, wait for them to connect. So if I click on it, maybe I add 20, my dashboard has moved from 10 to 20. So now why this was important is because of the last step. I want you guys, so if you're doing your IoT project, the dashboard is the easiest way to demonstrate what you're doing. So it's very easy to connect whatever sensors that you're designing to a dashboard, and your dashboard, you can play around with the view. So that one, I'll just leave it to you. You just experiment and see how you can move this one maybe to the left or to the right, and then you can have different rooms, and then you can have sensors, and then you just have your smart garden or your smart home or whatever smart you want to do. You just have it on your dashboard, and it's running. And you have button and switches. So instead of now having this inject node, you can instead put maybe a button. I don't know if this one will work. Let me see. Button, I wanted to send a payload. So for example, I wanted to send a number, and maybe the number is 64. Let me see, let me put 15 here. So instead of this, I'll put the button there, and I'll move this button back to the kitchen so that they are on the same page. And then I'll deploy. So if I click, why is it not going to 15? Oh, it's not yet connected. I have to wait for it to connect. Okay, so it's connected. If I click on the button, you see it's going to 15, okay? So you can play around with it. So instead of now using this, you can play around with your dashboard and do whatever you want to do.